right, here's my audience. And now can I turn this back around? I guess I can't. Can you make sure that this is showing me? Hi, everybody. My name is Jennifer Perry, and I'm here to talk about nursing shortages in America. Like, we weren't just speaking on this. So, my specific purpose is to inform the audience about nursing shortages, the prevalence of nursing shortages, the problems with nursing shortages, like what causes them, and how we can address the issues, and then address the issues short-term and long-term. So, according to the New England Journal of Medicine, they said that there is a 6% higher mortality risk for patients in understaffed units than there are for units that are fully staffed. And that is like better quality care for patient, for units that are fully staffed, better patient care, lower mortality risk, all the things that we know about in evidence-based practice. I say, I know that frustrates the crap out of me. I know that it frustrates all of you, as we all work on the same unit. So what do? Well, we have to find out what the underlying issues are. Some of the underlying issues that I have found in my research are what are the underlying issues, how we can address these challenges, and what actions we are taking immediately. Those are my 3 topics. So what are we doing? Or what are the underlying issues? Number 1, pandemic. You guys were here during the pandemic. I was in school. You were coming from school. But I was in school while you all probably were working in the pandemic. That was chaotic. That, to me, chaos, anxiety, mortality rates were all-time low, mass casualties, patient care was, nurses are go, 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 all hands on deck all the time, which creates nurse burnout. So, you have higher acuity patients, sicker patients, more patients, and then you have mass casualties that I can't even imagine. Now, as a student doing clinicals, we weren't allowed to go in COVID rooms, so that was something we had to just stand back and watch everybody else do. I can't imagine having to be in there and lose that many patients. Increased demand. Some of the increases in demand are from baby boomers. Baby boomers are aging, so they're going to need more health care, which in turn creates more healthcare needs. Then you have baby boomers who are nurses, and they're retiring. Shortage of staff. And then specialties like geriatrics. So you all know geriatrics, nursing homes, we get a lot of them in and out of this unit of patients who require a whole lot more and are more sick than our regular population, or regular adult population. Access to education, that was one of the big ones that I saw. Access to education in rural areas, wait lists. I know I was waitlisted twice to get into a nursing program. There is access as far as like tuition goes, people who maybe want to become nurses, but they're not in a healthcare field already. In my situation, I was in pharmacy. I was in the healthcare field, but I wasn't in the healthcare field. So those are all situations that create nursing shortages for all of us. And then we have access, like nursing programs that don't have the proper equipment, what is that called, the proper curriculum, or outdated equipment to where they can properly train us for real world nursing. And then the cost, it's ridiculous. And cost of tuition is ridiculous for just about everything, but for nurses It's ridiculous. And then you either end up signing on with a company and giving your life away for those 5 years for help paying your tuition, or you go in debt and end up becoming a nurse only to pay off the debt that you've created by becoming a nurse. So, one other thing is work conditions, unsafe assignments, workplace violence. We just were talking about that not too long ago. And then you have things like mass shootings and workplace violence with employee on employee, patients' families, not enough security. All of those are issues that we have in our working environment. Also, the underappreciation from the very top of the pyramid all the way down. Healthcare workers are not very well appreciated, as we've seen with shortages in nursing, in ancillary staff, all around. It's not just necessarily nursing, but like our NAs, our MAs, the people that help us to do our job. We don't have any of those, especially here on this shift. And then we're all underpaid. Everything in West Virginia is underpaid, but nurses are underpaid by between 25 and 45%, depending on where you're working. So what we can do as nurses is group up, have somebody advocate for you, say that bad U word, but what we can do is go to legislature, go to Congress, write to them, let them know this is how we're living, this is how we're working. We need help. They have funding. It's out there. There are websites which I have referenced that show funding that is available, and West Virginia is one of the states that doesn't report how they spent said money. So reaching out to these people and asking them, hey, what'd you do with money, or can we get extra funding for? We need help. Those are some of the ways that we can get help. And Congress can also, Congress has the Title VIII, there it is, the Title VIII Nursing Workforce Development, which helps fund nursing programs at schools and give them money to update their resources, update their practices, to put out more nurses. And then become a preceptor. You get paid more money if you become a preceptor. You're also involved with, training somebody to become a nurse. Down the road, 2 years from now, they're going to be the nurse, and you want to make sure that you are part of that solution, and you want to provide them with the best real world experience you can and teach them in real world time. So, how do we address them in the short term? Talk to administration, talk to HR, let them know that, hey, we're still here, we're doing what we need to do. Help us help you, help us help our community. Things that they can do: extra PTO, mental health days, include in some of the programs. I put include into the insurance, because some of the programs that I've seen in other states offer like once a month getting massages, something to help you relax, release the tension, just something to help you be better at doing your job. Show appreciation with something more than a pizza party. And for the love of God, that's my favorite one, for the love of God, please, better security. We need protection. We're constantly getting beat up. We're constantly getting things thrown at us. We're constantly having to remove families. We just need better security. And it's not just nurses, it's the healthcare system as a whole. So in conclusion, there are several different ways that we can address the issues that we have, and several different ways that we can help short-term and long-term by contacting, talking, advocating, having someone advocate for us for the nursing program or for the nursing staff shortage. Go to the people who make the rules and ask them to change them. If enough people make enough noise, then maybe something will happen. And in the short term, I don't know if talking to HR and administration could be helpful. But again, having somebody to advocate for you as a whole would probably be better than 60,000 people coming at them, you saying, you this and you that, because we know how that feels, getting the finger pointed at us. You do this and you do that. But we're asked to do more and nothing's done, right? So here are the resources. This is the roster for the West Virginia legislature. I also have our Congresswoman's link to her address and phone number, and then the phone number for our HR department. And these are all the references that I used for my presentation, and I appreciate you all for standing here and listening. Thank you.